What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. We got some really cool stuff that we're going to start going over. And, we're going to pick up on a little bit of what we, started chatting about last week. So if you didn't see last week's replay, make sure that you go watch it ASAP because we talked about a new drop shipping vendor. And I shouldn't say they're new, they've been around for a minute, but needless to say, new to the Profit Power Hour, right? So new to this particular webinar series and training. And you can see them linked down here at the bottom, called CJ Dropshipping. And one of my goals on this webinar is just to show you what options are out there. We're always going to be looking at different vendors and and talking about the importance of using different suppliers and drop shipping vendors to make sure that our business always has a plan B and a plan C and so on and so forth. So yeah, for now, welcome. Let's go over this welcome screen while everybody kind of piles in. So here at the tip top, you can see our link to Shopify's 14-day free trial. That is my partner link with Shopify. So camera's on now. Everybody should be able to see me. Yes. Okay. So if you go there, it's going to take you to a custom page that Shopify made for me as a Shopify partner. So as all know, I've been one of the a few people out there that actually has like these cool promotions that Shopify gives to communities. And our community is so strong and has been around for so long. They typically reach out to me and say, hey, look, you have a great community of aspiring entrepreneurs and e-commerce store owners, so let's do something cool. And what they did is currently, and they didn't give me an end date to it, but if you go to that link, profitpage.com/Shopify, you're going to see a sign up page for Shopify to start a new store. And I believe right now, still, I want to double check this before I make any promises. Yep, at the time that we are streaming this, we have the ability to do a 14-day free trial with your first month only costing $1. So that's very exciting. Typically, their cheapest plan is 29 bucks. So by going in and going through that particular link, you're going to be able to start a Shopify store and get your first month for $1. And that's really helpful because it takes some time to really tweak things out and get things set up. So I hope that you appreciate that. Now, in regards to the end date, no clue. Shopify just said, hey, when we run out of cap and inventory for this promotion, we'll try to give you some heads up. And it's been live, I think, for 2 to 3 weeks now. So now, if you want to start a second store, like maybe run a niche-oriented store that just is revolving around a specific type of brand, then you might want to go ahead and start a second store using that link. It gives you some extra time to build it up. If you already have a store and you don't want a second store, there's no need to start another store. So the link is there and you can use it whenever you please. And Shopify will be changing up the promotions throughout the year. Sometimes they give longer free trials, shorter free trials, they give discounts, but that will always be the link. Okay, now right below that, we have my recommended vendors. Okay, so these are the top 4 vendors that I recommend using right now other than AliExpress. So you've got my number 1 pick, which is Pillow Profits. That's the name of their company, Pillow Profits. And amsecretlink.com/profits is the link to go ahead and install their app. Now, they are a paid app. I think it's 29 bucks a month, but they have some really awesome stuff inside. They have a catalog of kind of like DFY style print on demand products. Then you got Shine On, which we go over a lot. They do jewelry and all sorts of stuff. They're US based, so they have fast shipping. Zendrop, which is a company that I actually invested in. And so this company to me was just really stand out. Amazing vendor dropship app that's in the US. They're going to have warehouses in the US. They have all sorts of cool tools, and they're free to join with plans that you can use to upgrade. And through that link, they're able to track that you're my students and obviously give you some special deals and goodies. And then last week, our CJ Dropshipping, so that's my affiliate link to CJ Dropshipping at profitph.com/CJ. And that will hook you up with them so you can start implementing them on your Shopify store too. So these are the vendors. And like I said last week, I'm taking a more focused approach to this webinar, in that I know that there are a lot of things in Shopify that you could do. There's a lot of plugins and lots of apps, and then there's lots of products, and then there's all the vendors, and it can almost get overwhelming, right? And so each week I'm going to kind of change the screen up to more about what we're focusing on this week. So these are all of my partner links and affiliate links to Shopify and all the vendors that I use, right? So it benefits me when you go through these links, and it benefits you to get on these webinars as I give out free training and I kind of show you how to use these tools and use these vendors and what's cool about them. So those links are right there. And what I want to do is just remind everybody to go into our amazing Facebook group and tell everybody that this completely free training is starting right now. Okay, so jump into the group, tell everybody the training is starting right now. Hop on, don't miss this. We don't always do replays of these, or we will edit out certain things if I'm like kind of opening up files and stuff on my computer. And so the best place to get the full training is right here, right now. Jump on. And if you have not yet joined our Facebook group, make sure that you join it. The link is right there. Whew, wow, we got 19,000 amazing members in this group, and it's just an amazing community of entrepreneurs. And we have people there that are just getting started. We have people that have been doing e-commerce for 3, 4, 5+ years or more. So it's a really well-rounded group where you can connect with people that are at your level, that are working at your pace, and you can reach out to one another and communicate with one another within the group and ask questions and answer questions and contribute to the community. That's what makes it so great. All right, so I want to also point out that last week we did an amazing training that introduced you to CJ Dropshipping. So this is a company that I saw them and I've heard of them before. I've heard of them a couple of times, and they seemed cool, but there's just already so many vendors out there. And this is a vendor that I went ahead and hooked up to my Shopify store, and I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see if this is simple to implement. And so last week I pointed out some of the things I really like about them. Nothing has it all. Like, I haven't found one single vendor or one single dropship company that has everything that I want and everything that we need. And it seems to be like that with everything in the world, right? Nothing seems to have every single thing. So we end up having to piece things together with apps or with programs or with vendors or whatever, softwares, whatever it may be. So what I like about some of the things that we discussed that we liked about CJ Dropshipping is, one, they plug in directly to our Shopify store. So you can legit plug your Shopify store in to this company. So for example, in your Shopify store, if you go to apps, you'll see CJ Dropshipping is there. And by doing this, it makes it easy for you to list products from their app in your Shopify store. I also love kind of how they keep everybody updated on the delivery times. So if you're using a vendor in China that ships to the US with DHL, which is a more expensive shipping, you're going to get 3 to 7 days. But they're showing you like the delivery times on this right-hand side over here for the different types of shipping. And yes, we are in a point now where, like, shipping for the last 2 years has been delayed everywhere. right? So shipping has just been delayed for 2 years, especially if it's coming from overseas, and local parcels are slower. And it's actually all of that stuff, while it sucks, is also a little bit to a drop shipper's benefit. Because if you're shipping something over from China, typically it would take that 10 days or so, right? And people are already expecting slower shipping times now because the state of the world, right? But there are plenty of ways to get faster shipping with US vendors in this app as well. So we kind of looked at, hey, if we jump into CJ Dropshipping and we say we want to start selling dog products, let's just say a dog leash, okay? There's going to be a ton of products that come up, but we can also come over here and say we want to filter this out to only US warehouses. So I want to show you a couple of things how this works. So if I click on, let's see, I guess my mouse isn't working because it's not letting me click on this. That's strange. Let me see. We just got started. Oh, there we go. It just took forever to load. That was weird. Okay. So we're now looking at US warehouses, and you can see like these dog leashes here are 44 cents. So if we click on these and say we want to list these on our store, they're 44 cents. They're just little colored dog leashes. There's really nothing special about these. Like, I wouldn't guesstimate that these are going to be like epic, sellers, but they might be really good down sells or cross sells or add-ons. Um, this is a US warehouse. So here's what you're going to see with things that are in the US. The product price might be cheaper, but the shipping price is going to go up. Now, these are great because they're still going to be, you could still sell these really, really cheap and have some margin left over. So with CJ, you're going to get a shipping fee, a service fee, and so on and so forth. So and then they give you the kind of like the out the door price. So let me just zoom in real quick. So they sum it all up and say, hey, out the door, this is going to be anywhere from $5.96 to $8.93. So on a dog leash like this, if it's like an XXL, they're going to charge you more because you're using more material, right? So on your stores, theoretically, you could charge more for the XXLs. I think a lot of people expect to pay a little bit more because they understand the really big collars are like double the size, so like double the production cost in many cases. So we're looking at, at most $8.93 out the door. And yeah, so we know what it's going to cost. So here's the other cool thing is since this is a US vendor, all right, we can see that we can list it directly on Shopify on our website. We can see the ratings and everything from customers. We can see the shipping method is going to be USPS, and legit, our customer can get this anywhere between 3 to 7 days. It really just depends on, USPS. How many of you in here think that's pretty nice? Yes. So yeah, you can sell ultra cheap products with drop shipping using US vendors that still have opportunity for margin built in. So this is some really cool stuff. Now, if we wanted to list these on our store, what would we do? Well, first off, you got to connect your Shopify store to CJ Dropshipping by creating an account. And if you have not yet created an account for CJ Dropshipping, you can do so through my affiliate link here at profitph.com/CJ, or you can just go to cjdropshipping.com. So if you go to profitph.com/CJ, you're going through my affiliate link there. And I think they give me like a small little smidge of a benefit from their profit margins from sellers. So if a lot of you start selling an immense amount of stuff, that would be great. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to do very much. So that said, profitph.com/CJ is the link that is my link that y'all can go through. And what we'll be able to do is now just list it on our store. So once it's connected, once you sign up, it'll ask you to go ahead and connect to your Shopify store. And all we have to do is hit list. Now, before we hit list, there's also some other things that we can do here. Um, we can ask to customize the products. We can ask to have some photography done if we're not happy or we want unique photography so it looks different on our store. They have all of these things available, right? Now, this is kind of like a whatever product. I just clicked on the first thing that popped up. But let's just say we wanted to list this on our Shopify store. What we would do is we would come over here to the bottom, scroll down, and we would hit list. Now we can also see that this has 709 listings. So this means that there are a lot of other people that have this listed on their store and potentially selling this product. It's at least listed on their store. It's not going to tell us how many sales they're getting. So, I love looking at if there are a lot of lists on a product, then it tells me that it is a desirable product. Like, why would everybody put this on their store if it wasn't a product that people seem to like? Now, again, this would be a great cross sale or whatever. Like, I love the idea of it being a little buckle to a seatbelt. So this is really cool. It's a dog leash, but it is a buckle that's going into the vehicle. A lot of people travel with their dogs, and if you run into something or have a wreck, your dog is going to be flung somewhere. Okay. So again, this is a great product, and here I go. My marketer brain is already starting, but if you're in the dog niche, this is a great product. Like, what is your dog's safety worth, right? If you really love your dog, what is the safety of your animal worth to you? Is it worth $15 to buy one of these, right? Is it worth 20 bucks? Is it worth 12? What is it worth? Now, obviously, if you get these shipped from the China warehouse, you're going to save like $5 to $7 on shipping and handling. Your margin goes up. So you have to decide, do you want to take less margin selling a product from a US distributor to get ultra fast shipping? Or do you want to take more margin and have slower shipping? There are going to be pros, there are going to be cons. Um, it's up to you. I do both. Like, we sell from China distributors and from US distributors, and we just don't really have issues. We don't have it. Like, we tell people up front that it's going to take time to get their product. Like, you're getting a great deal on this product because you're waiting for it. Would you agree that's reasonable? That you get a better deal on something if you're willing to wait on it a little bit longer? Does that make sense? So if you're upfront about that on your sales pages, then your customer is going to say, you know what, I'm going to save $10. It might take 10 extra days to come in. So save $1 a day. And you'd be surprised at how many people would love to save 10 extra bucks and wait a little bit longer for their product. All right. So if we want to list this, we would just come in and hit list. Okay. Now, when we hit list, I told y'all last week I was going to show you how to list something on the store. It's going to pull up some options. Now we're already connected. You're going to see here, it says your Shopify store is Gear Grabber. That's my demo store. So we can list something on there because it's just kind of what we plug stuff into to play around. We can say we want this to ship from the US warehouse or the China warehouse. Now, if we do the China warehouse, y'all, the prices are going to change. All right, if we do this, if we do the China warehouse, we're going to save some money on the order, okay? But we want the US warehouse. You'll see down here, shipping method goes to USPS. Okay, so we're going to say we want to list it on Gear Grabber, the US warehouse, product type. We could just, choose anything we want, but we could, I know that I've got a product type in here for dogs, but let's just say that we don't. Let's say that we don't already have a product type for dogs. We should add new. And then we would just put leash, okay? Confirm. Now it's going to tag that as a leash in our store, okay? So now I could come over here and scroll down, and the product type is going to be in this list. There it is, leash. Okay, boom. Now our collections, we could add this over here to our dog collection. And since it's already on our store, right, already connected to our store, then we're going to be able to immediately plug these as we list these. The products are going to plug into the appropriate collection on our store so they can immediately be shoppable on our website. And then the vendor, we're just going to do CJ Dropshipping because that's who we're using. Now, the variance over here is going to break everything down. It's going to show us, you know, our CJ price, the shipping fee, which is US, is going to be much more expensive, and the service fee and the total cost. So what you want to do when you're listing a product like this from CJ Dropshipping is you want to look at what is my total cost out the door, okay? Out the door. And that's where you want to determine what you want your sales price to be, okay? So if I wanted to just change all of these and just say, let's do a flat rate price of $12.95, which I believe that we've successfully sold dog collars at, that of course have LED light strips in them. So there's a little bit more coolness perception there, but okay. And you're going to notice it lists all the prices at $12.95. Now, why not charge more money for the bigger one? Hear me out here. Sometimes a lot of people that have bigger dogs like pit bulls and mastiffs or whatever, they'll look at this and be like, oh wow, nice. They're not charging extra for the bigger dogs. That's cool. I like that about this company. So it's up to you. Like you can kind of use that marketing strategy and take a smaller profit on the bigger leashes, like this one's $9.75 out the door. Or you can take a little bit larger profit and say, oh, this one's more expensive. We're going to charge $14.95 for this one because it is a bigger leash, right? Does that make sense? Now, once we are done selecting all of this, we can also say we want to choose shipping methods. Now, right now, since it's US vendor, it's USPS. So that's it. That's all we got. That's our option. So we know what our margin is going to be if we generate a sale. Now, all we have to do is just simply come over here to the bottom and hit list now. Okay, so that's all we got to do is just hit list now. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, you know what? You can also hit edit before listing. And when you hit edit before listing, you can change a couple of other things about it. All right, so you can go in and you could change like the product title, so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense. Okay. Yes. All right. So you can edit all of the images and all that good stuff. Now what we can do is just hit list now. Once we hit list now on this product, it just deleted my work. So let me fill it back in. Un momento. Okay, so vendor is CJ Dropshipping. And then collections, we're going to put it in our dog lovers collection. And the product type is going to be a leash, a dog leash. So one thing I don't like about what they do is they don't put stuff in alphabetical order. You know, that is a con about this. Like you would think that they would put this in alphabetical order, but they don't. So anyways, list now. Listing is currently in progress. So you'll see here it says our listing is currently in progress. And once it's listed, you can check the status over here on the listing page. Now, this is our listing page here. So let me just show you this when you click on that button. Boom. And so what this page is all of the products that you currently have listed in your store. Now this one is pending. It's right now, what it's doing is it's connecting to Shopify It's listing this on the store. It's putting the images in. It's putting the descriptions in. You know, it's putting all the information in for us. And when somebody comes and purchases this product from our Shopify store, CJ Dropshipping will fulfill it and then charge us that, you know, $6, $7 cost that it takes to fulfill the order. Does that make sense? So they're going to charge us the $6, but we've already been paid at this point, hypothetically, $12.95. So we have some margin that is left over. Once it is listed on our store, which takes a couple of minutes, we're ready to go. Now, up here at the top left, it'll also show you all of the products that you currently have listed on your store. And it's going to show you, is it a US warehouse product, a China warehouse product, right? It's going to show you, you know, exactly how many orders that you've produced. So you'll see over here at the right-hand side, it says sales. So if you've produced sales, it's going to show you how many sales you've generated on that product. And you can click on this product and, you know, go view it. You can go to the vendor, you can request photography, request videos, whatever you want. And you can kind of keep up with everything in your business. So CJ Dropshipping is really cool. And don't forget that at the home page, there's a lot of research that you can do here by keeping up with what is recommended from what's doing good on TikTok or Amazon or Etsy or eBay or Shopify or Walmart stores. And last week we dug into, you know, TikTok, because right now TikTok is kind of like slowly but sure, actually not even slowly, rapidly becoming the authority for e-com research. It is rapidly becoming the authority for e-com research because the ads are cheaper. They get very high engagement, and you got a lot of creators on there that are pushing products. And so we love to look at TikTok and see what is doing well on TikTok. Now, I'm going to say that just because it's doing great on TikTok, and just because CJ Dropshipping says, hey, these are some of the top winning TikTok products that we believe are going viral right now, doesn't mean that if you list this on your store, you're just going to magically get sales, right? There's marketing that is involved in this, right? There's a couple of pieces of the puzzle. There's you got to have a store that's tweaked out, like a store that is optimized. So you want to have your upsells on there, your cross sells. You want to have good promotions, right? Then there is the product part of the business where you want to have good products. Well, what's cool about CJ Dropshipping is they're looking at what products are being listed and what products are being popular and pushed on TikTok and Amazon and Etsy and Shopify. So they're going to keep you in the know. So that's going to help you save time when you're doing some product research. And the third piece, which is actually arguably the most important piece, is, well, marketing, getting traffic. So are you writing ads on Facebook? Are you doing influencer marketing? Are you writing ads on TikTok, which we'll go over in the future, right? So you got to write a good ad and hit the right audience with the right product to a nice Shopify store. And that is how you run this whole e-commerce business. Now, I believe all of that stuff is very easy to do. I think it's easy to start a Shopify store that's simple, that's beautiful, that has the right apps on it that we need to build our list and generate cross sales and upsells. And I believe that product research is easier now than ever was before, because you have all of these companies that are literally just showing you, you know, what they see is getting listed a lot, like CJ. The marketing part is, you know, I would say that the marketing part is easier than it was many years ago, in that it's simpler to create a really nice looking Facebook ad. It's simpler to find a target audience than it ever was with all the new tools and stuff that Facebook has implemented. But you still have to write good copy and have a good promotion. And that's where a lot of people struggle is, What can I say in this ad to make people really want this product? And what price point or promotion strategy should I use in this ad to make somebody really want to buy this crystal ball music box or whatever this is? So just bear in mind, y'all, that marketing is going to take like positioning. Okay, so let's go back to that dog leash that we found earlier that we listed on our store, which by the way should already be listed. So let me just go back here and find that product. This dog strap right here. All right, this is a boring product. This isn't near as cool as the music ball lamp or whatever. It's just not. It's not as cool of a product. Would y'all agree that this product here is nowhere near as cool looking as this? One of them is just some material with a buckle on it. The other one is this really cool lamp that's got like flowers in it that lights up, that plays music, that looks like a really cool item to sit in your living room or on your desk or on your bedstand, right? It is neat. This product would require less positioning, but you still, amongst a bunch of different gadgets and things out there, you got to make people want to pull the trigger on this and buy this. Does that make sense? Yes? Just say yes if you're with me on this. Okay. Now, I go back to this little ugly dog leash, all right? And let's talk about positioning of a product on the store. So I asked y'all earlier, what is your dog's safety worth? If you don't have a dog, then you might not really know the answer. But what if I ask you, what is your child's safety worth? What is your family member's spouse's safety worth? And a lot of you might start connecting and saying, okay, it's priceless, right? And so you can take a really boring product like this fixed dog strap right here, and here it is from listed from CJ. You can see it's on the store. It's ready to go. It's got the description in here. I mean, they do it all. They really do. You can come in and optimize it, but they've got it listed. Look, it is ready to go. It is for sale, $12.95. Choose your size. Do you want the longer one or the shorter one? You could tell, we'll talk about this later. This is an optimization, okay? But they've got everything listed on the store. It's easy to use. It keeps your pet and you and others safe. They've already done a little bit of the marketing copy for you, which is really neat. But back to my point. My point is that a dog owner is likely to see the value in something that looks boring if you've positioned it in a way that says this could help save the animal that you love most, right? Your best friend. Does that make sense? Yes? All right. So that being said, always think about positioning. And let's also think about optimization a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about optimization because we're 30 minutes in or so, and I want to talk about like if you're adding products from CJ here, which is a really cool platform. Look, I mean, I could finesse this and I could be like, oh, check this out, but really it's a vendor that gives you a lot of great options and makes it simple to list stuff on your store and then auto fulfills it for you, right? So it's a great app, and they also, they give you a lot of great product ideas, and a lot of information that many would say that AliExpress doesn't openly share, as transparent in regards to shipping times. Okay, but let's talk a little bit about what happens when you get somebody to click on one of these uh, potentially viral products. Like, let's say we're listing, these products from Shopify. Go figure. One of the top ones being listed on Shopify right now is this. Go figure. Like seriously, I had no clue about that. I just typed in dog leash earlier and this came up. And it right now is trending on CJ Dropshipping. And that might be why my brain immediately started, talking about it more in depth. But y'all know I'm heavily in the dog niche. But let's just say that you sell some of this weird stuff. Automatic glass tea set. What is this? This thing's just weird looking. Somebody really gonna buy that? I think so. I mean, look, they got 31 listings. Um, so how do you get people on your store to optimize? That actually kind of looks cool. It looks really high quality too. It's just I don't know, is that a deer or is it a dog? Kung Fu. Okay, that's cool. Sorry, my ADD's kicking in because I'm like trying to figure out. There's some really nice images too that they have on here. These are very high quality images. Okay, that's cool. But let's talk about when we get somebody to click on our ad, we get them into our store. What can we do to optimize the experience of that person? What can we do to get that person to be more likely, more inclined to purchase more stuff from our store, spend more money on our store, or subscribe to our email list, right? So let's just draw this out. Let me make my white pad bigger. Okay, white pad is up. Can y'all see my white pad yet? Just say yes, so my team can check that out. Okay. I think I've got it up. How about now? All right. White pad is up. And let's just see real fast. We can. I think my screen's freezing up a little bit. Just one sec. I think we're back on this. Let me just see if I can get. Let's see. And get this pulled up. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. See if I can get this to come back up. Okay, looks like I got it up now. Okie doke. So let's talk a little bit about this funnel. All right. So when somebody clicks on your ad, be it the flower and the little whatever crystal thing, or somebody clicking on a dog leash, it's really all the same, the things that we want to do. So it all starts out with a ad, okay? So it all starts out with an ad. Now this ad, let's just do it like this. This is gonna be your ad. Can everybody see this? Yes? Just let my team know. Now, this ad could be coming from a variety of places. It doesn't really matter for this example, but this ad could be coming from Facebook. It could be coming from TikTok. Okay. This ad could be coming from YouTube if you're running YouTube ads or IG. Let me just put, YouTube, and then let's put IG. It doesn't matter. That's my point. Is the ad can be coming from any traffic source. And the same thing is still going to apply. So we're going to call this our traffic source. Traffic source is the source at which you are, generating traffic, just in case you didn't know. All right, so this will be your traffic source. All right, and this is going to be your ad. okay? And this ad is going to be advertising whatever product it is that you are advertising. All right, so we know that. And this ad is going to be on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and it's designed to get traffic, okay? So we know that in order to generate customers first and foremost, we must get traffic. Now, this traffic costs in most cases money. Now, I'm going to do the money. I'm not going to do money in green. I'm going to do money in orange, okay? Because this is money that it's costing us. So we don't want to confuse revenue generated with money spent. So we're going to do it in orange. Traffic usually costs money. All right, has everybody got that? So since we are spending money on this traffic, we want to have this traffic landing on a store that is fully optimized, that gives us more potential opportunity to, um, you know, generate, this as a lead to our email list or more. So what we're going to do is this, every time I do one of these videos, I promise you all day long, and all night long, there's like not a bug in here. But if I turn on this webinar, there's like this, he's like a gnat that's hiding that comes out. And it's like, I think I'm going to fly in Adrian's face while he's trying to focus. So I'm sorry about that. But once we get this traffic to our store, all right, there's a couple of things that we could do to set up a properly optimized Shopify store. So they're going to end up going to a product page, which we should all know by now. And if you're one of my older students, meaning you've been with me for a long time, you've probably seen a similar funnel to this, but you're going to send them to your sales page. And that sales page is going to have your menu bar at the top. So it's going to have your menu. It's going to have the image. It's going to have maybe some other little images of the product. Sorry, an alarm just went off outside. I promise you, it's so much easier to do these webinars from my home in Mississippi. So it's going to have your title, your description, and then it is going to have over here your buy button. Okay. Now, that's like a standard, sales page. Now, what you could also have over here are some cross sales. So we're just going to list cross sales. And these cross sales could be other similar products that, they could just add to their shopping cart potentially. So we have cross sale 1, cross sale 2, cross sale 3. Now, if you've ever been to a gas station and you walked up to get your Gatorade or, pay for your gas or whatever, you notice all of the products that are sitting underneath the cash register, or if you go to Walmart, whatever, those are essentially like kind of like cross sales. They're like, they shouldn't be very expensive. They should either be complimentary or just something everybody wants. Like, who doesn't want a Milky Way, right? So these are things that could potentially add to, the customer could add to the cart, hence increasing their customer average order value. Now, once somebody hits this page, let's say they do hit that buy button, and that's really what we want them to do. We want them to hit buy, okay? We want them to add it to the shopping cart. So now they're going to end up on the cart page, okay? So this is going to be our cart page. Now, there are quite a few things that we could do on our cart page that will help us maximize conversion potential. Doesn't mean that these things are going to make us get sales. It just means that they will increase customer trust, increased fluidity or congruency of the offer, and make it easier for someone to check out. You always want it to be a simple process. But once they get over here on the cart page, all right, they're gonna have like a order summary. And they're gonna have, you know, item 1, item 2, item 3, total, and then they'll have the buy button once again. All right, so usually, why did I do that? Usually these will have just a summary, but there is a way for you to also put some cross sales up here, okay? So I'm gonna keep them color coded. So you can have those cross sales kind of follow people around the store, or some people call them upsells, right? Have them here, all right? Now, other things that you can do is put trust badges. All right, so a trust badge, which I'm gonna highlight in blue, okay? So a trust badge would be, here's our refund guarantee, and so on and so forth. Secured checkout, yada, yada, yada. People still like to see all of those trust badges. They want to know that it's a SSL secured website. They want to know that you got a good refund guarantee, so on and so forth. The next part is the actual order form where they can do shipping. Okay. Now, this page, there's some cool stuff we could do here. So this is going to be our order form page. Now, our order form page is going to ask them to put in their name, their address, their phone. It's also going to have their summary over here, which is going to be in a little box on Shopify. It's going to be like a little rounded box. I know that y'all just saw me delete half of my page here, right? Whitepad's cool, but sometimes it's a little janky. So anyways, they're going to have a summary over here of the products that you've purchased with the total. All right, so whatever. There's a summary over here. But they're also going to have shipping options. All right, so they'll have option 1, option 2, and then they'll have a continue button. Okay. So this is the flow. All right, let's just look at it so far. All right, because we're going to go through this and we're going to talk about optimizing it, right? We're just building out the flow right now. This is the flow of an e-commerce business. Ad needs traffic. Traffic needs to go to a good sales page with good information, a good deal, and some cross sales, okay? When somebody hits add to cart or buy, they go to the cart page. The cart page is going to summarize their order. You've seen this a gazillion times. You want to put some trust badges there. You want to put some other potential cross sales there. And then the order form, which summarizes everything. But shipping here is a place where we can generate some extra revenue, okay, by giving people different shipping options. So you'll see oftentimes stores might give you the opportunity or option to ensure shipping. Now, one thing that we do is we will insure shipping on our store and charge a little insurance fee. And essentially what that does is It's us telling a customer, hey, look, anything happens to this order at all, if FedEx loses it, USPS loses it, China Post loses it, doesn't matter. You're not going to even have to worry about going through them. If this package gets lost, we're not going to say take it up with the parcel company. We will immediately replace it, no questions asked, and we'll send you a fresh new product. Okay, so it's us promising our customers they're not going to have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get a new product if their product is lost. So we can charge a premium for shipping for that. Okay, and then they hit, after they place their order, go through all of these steps, the order confirmation page. Okay, so this is going to be the thank you page. This is the page where we can put this sign because their order is complete. All right, their purchase is now complete on this page. All right, now this page is going to give a little summary once again. A summary of their order, and it can give some more details about the order, whatever, and it'll total it out to whatever it cost. Okay, now once they hit this page right here, they also should dump on your email list. Don't worry, we're gonna dig it deeper into this next week. We're doing the framework right now, okay? Because as I'm showing you these vendors, I want to show you how to optimize your store as well. So once somebody does purchase from your store, they should also kind of like funnel down into an email list. But also on your order form, you can get people, if they fill out that information and opt in, to also go on your email list. So these are where optimizations start to happen. Okay, so we'll just have a funnel here. All right, so it's a little funnel. I'm not going to try to make it too beautiful. Another little funnel. I'm not going to make it too beautiful. And this is going to drop down into your email list. Okay, if you set it up. All right, now this right here, we're going to put in green because this is an asset to your company. Your email list is a massive, massive asset. Okay, now these will happen automatically. All right, these two things will happen automatically, especially with Shopify because they have Shopify Mail set up. But this is the full experience here that we have for a customer. Kind of boring, right? It really is. I mean, it's seriously, it's boring. Ad goes to sales page goes to cart goes to order form goes to thank you if they purchase, leads go into an email list. That is the foundation of running an e-commerce business. But what if I told you that there were quite a few different add-ons that you could plug in to this funnel to help get more people on your email list, build a bigger email list, a more valuable asset for your company? What if I told you that you could build an SMS, text messaging marketing list? What if I told you that you could build a Facebook chat list of people that could communicate with your business through Facebook Messenger? Okay. What if I told you that there were ways that you could track customers, get more information to your Facebook pixel, so that could enhance your targeting in the future to find people more likely to buy this product, right? Or avoid people that are just clickers and not actual buyers. There are a lot of things that we can do to optimize this funnel. And what I want to do over the next couple of weeks is I want to walk you through just tweaking out your e-commerce store. We've gone over vendors. I mean, I've shown you Shine On, CJ, Zendrop. Like, we know the vendors are there. We're going to also talk about some, ways to spy on ads in the future as well, ethically, of course, but to do research on ads that are trending right now. We're going to go over all of that. But when you get the traffic to your store, we could all agree that we want this funnel to be set up as good as possible so we don't have to spend as much money on that traffic. What we would like to do is, instead of getting a customer to come to our site, it's kind of like this evil loop of the inevitable to be in business. You spend money, right, to get the customer there. So let's just do this in red. You spend money to get the customer here. And then the customer drops off, right? The customer drops off, they don't buy anything. So you got to send the customer back to this ad that then sends them back to the website. So it is a constant loop of spending money to get people in your store. A constant loop of spending money to get people in your store, because you've got the people, right, that the first time they click, they get here, but they drop off, right? Once they drop off, right, you're gonna have to get them back to this main ad again, right? That's what it's always gonna be that way. Like, there's no way to ever really stop that completely. But if we could get more of this traffic right here into this email list, right? Some of this traffic that drops off will drop off and have to go back to this ad, in which case this ad will then, send the traffic back to the store. But what if we could get a percentage of it? And I don't know what percentage it's going to be, that would just drop into our email list, so we could start doing promotions, which we'll get to, next week, right? So we're not always having to pay to get our traffic. If we build up an email list, that we should be able to send out emails, generate traffic to our store, and avoid always having to pay a boatload of money to get customers. Make sense? That's one of the main goals. But it's not just to the email list, it's to the SMS list, it's to the messenger list, right? The more you can start thinking about, how do I pay for traffic up front, but build up a source of my own internal traffic that I don't have to pay for with ads. As soon as you start focusing on that, you have this long-term vision for your business, your game plan is going to change. It's not going to be launch ads. Go to CJ Dropshipping, find a viral ad, launch it. Go to CJ Dropshipping or Zendrop and find a viral ad, launch it. It's going to be about, how do I get these potential customers and these prospects to my store, but then get them on my email list or my SMS list so I can continue to message them. I bought some sunglasses. Y'all know I like sunglasses, from a company called Garrett Light, and bought a lot of them. And they emailed me and said, hey, look, we're doing a sale. You're going to get 20% off this weekend for Memorial Day or whatever. And I went back, and their glasses are expensive, right? And I went back to their store and started shopping. Now, I didn't end up buying a pair of glasses, but that email made me stop and go look and see if there is something that I feel like is worth buying. But I already have like most of the glasses, so I didn't need to buy another pair. I think Casey would kill me. Point is they're generating traffic through text message, through email, without spending money on ads, right? That's going to be key. But the next piece of the puzzle is, how do we take this and optimize it more with upsells, cross sales, email list building, all of the different things that can help us run a better business. That's where we're going to get to next week. Okay, so that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this webinar. This was, I think, I don't know. I feel like it was boring. I hope that you weren't bored. Sometimes like, oh man, am I doing a good enough job? Am I teaching? Is this exciting enough for everybody? Are people leaving? Are they falling asleep? What are they doing? But I have to show you the important things, which sometimes can be boring, to get to the exciting stuff, right? It's like you have to build a house before you can move in it and enjoy it. Does that make sense? And so I want to build the framework and then I want to get to the fun stuff that we can enjoy. All right. So make sure that you show up next week. The links to the vendors again are all right here. CJ Dropshipping is at the bottom, profitph.com/CJ. That's my affiliate link. Just so you all know, these are all like my links with those companies. That's why there's special links that are Profit PH or AM Secret link. So you're free to go through those or go straight to the vendors if you want to. And I'll be back next week. We're gonna start optimizing this funnel. This framework that I just drew out for you, I'm about to tweak it out like a souped up Mustang. And I'm gonna show you how to get performance enhanced on your e-commerce store and start building up a long-term game plan so you don't always solely have to rely on ads. You're always going to rely on ads. Okay, if you want to continue getting new business, you got to have ads. But if you don't have to pay for the same customers over and over and over and over again, you can get them on your own internal list and market to them through email, which you pay like a little monthly fee to an email provider. That's the long-term game plan that I think we should focus on, especially moving forward to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, where email marketing is going to be huge if you're doing promotions. All right. So I will see you next week. I love you all. I wish you all a ton of success. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inspired and stay motivated and be here every single week because I'm going to be here for you with free training, just meat and potatoes, the nitty gritty, no fluff. And I'm going to show you exactly how to tweak out this funnel that we just went through. So that's it. I'll see you next week. Good night, y'all.